Okay, here we go. This is Garrett, Tears to Joy Ministries.org. This video is called, I Don't Love Jesus Enough. I don't. I just don't love Jesus enough. And it's sad. And it hurts. And I'm concerned about it. And it bothers me. I don't love God's Son enough. But how much is enough? I don't know. I have no idea. But I know one thing. God's made it clear to me that I don't love His Son enough. And God is correct. And I want to admit it in this video publicly. I don't love Jesus enough. I try to love Him more, but I just can't. I don't know how. I ask God to help me to love God more. I ask God to help me to love His Son Jesus more. I ask God to help me to love myself more, but I just don't. I don't know how to love more. I don't know how to turn love on more. And the truth is we can't. Love is a gift from God. You cannot love more unless God gives you this grace. Love is a gift. Love is God. You can only love when God gives you love. You can only love more when God gives you more love. If you love pizza a real lot, it's because God is giving you this love for pizza. If you love motorcycles or if you love electronics, God is giving you this love for motorcycles or electronics. If you love the beach like I do, going down to the beach and the waves and the water and the sunsets and the sand, it's because God is giving you love for the beach. And if you love His Son Jesus, our Christ, our Savior, it's because God is giving you love for Jesus. So how much do you love Jesus? You only love Jesus as much as the level God is giving you. You can't love Jesus more on your own. That's impossible. Love is a gift. It's a gift from God. You can't turn it on and off. You don't have that power. I know I don't love Jesus enough. And I also know that there's nobody on earth who loves Jesus enough either. We don't love Jesus enough. Would you be willing to admit this with me out loud right now? Would you be willing to admit it to God that you don't love Jesus enough? We can't even begin to understand what Jesus has done for us. We can't even start to understand. We don't have the ability to understand what Jesus has done for us. We should be honest about this. The love that Jesus deserves from us goes beyond infinity. It has no measurement. It has no time. The love has no height. The love has no width. You could never love Jesus enough. That's impossible. He deserves love so big, so high, so wide, and so deep. No human being on earth could begin to do this. You could not even begin. the love that Jesus actually deserves from his chosen ones, it goes beyond eternity. It is bigger than eternity. It's much bigger than our universe, obviously. So I wanted to share with you, I don't love Jesus enough. I know I don't. I confess that I don't. God knows I don't. The demons know that I don't. The angels know that I don't love Jesus enough. Jesus knows that I don't love him enough. Yet he still loves me. He still loves you. That's a tiny, tiny glimpse of how incredible he is. He knows you don't love him enough. He knows you ignore him all day long. He knows you don't really care. He knows, yet he still loves you. Yet he still chose to die for you. Yet he was still willing to die for you. Yet he's still calling you to him. Yet he's still wooing you with blessings and grace and mercies and protection. That's just a tiny, tiny glimpse of how incredible Jesus is. I end this video by saying this: Lord, I do not love you enough. Please help me. Please help me to love you.